Well, look what we have here. A brand new safety neutral switch with all the wires intact. Now, you may not be able to see this because it's actually up and around the header where I'm going to be installing it. But we'll give it a go. I think the main thing is to reroute the wires behind the shifter linkage, which is back here. I think what happened is the wires got pinched, or they got stretched out somehow from the shifter linkage. So, and the way you're supposed to route it, I'll show here after I am done installing it. Let's see. Well, I wonder if the car is in gear right now. Because nope, there we go. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Like I stated, we need to make sure that the wires get routed good. So what happened in the first place doesn't happen again. As you can see that. The wires need to go behind the shifter linkage here. Otherwise they risk getting pinched. So we'll go ahead and button that up. And see, hopefully I have enough length in the wire itself, the wiring harness, I guess you could call it, to reach the top of the firewall. I was a little worried that the wires were not going to be long enough to reach the firewall connection here, but as you can see, we got plenty of slack in that wire. Now I'm going to find some zip ties and secure it a little better to the firewall just so it's not moving around as the car's driving. But yeah, there you go. One new neutral safety switch for Ronnie's Mustang. Now, to be a nice guy, I'm not going to fire the car up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. I got some stuff to do today, but we'll come back. Then we'll fire it up. Heck yeah, man. We're back at it again with Ronnie's Mustang build. It's been a few days since I've worked on it because it's been really hot and I work a lot. But today, cross our fingers, I feel like it's gonna start. Let's give it a go. Fuel pump on. Electric fan. Give it a few pumps of gas. And she starts right up. Gotta love it. Heck yeah, man. Now there's a few things I want to check on to see if there's any more leaks. Tighten all the cooling lines, all the hose clamps. Still got a little bit of a leak in the front there. It's not that big of a deal though. I think it's the actual thermostat housing that's leaking. But the main thing I wanted to check on, and yes, this is probably dangerous, but we'll do it anyways. Crawl underneath here. I wanted to see if there's any transmission line leaks. Right up there, that one looks good. And then right up there, that looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. Now, I won't really know if the car is leaking transmission fluid until I fill up the transmission, that is. Now, before I get too carried away, I'm going to lower the car off the jack stands, let it warm up, maybe pull it outside if it has enough transmission fluid in it, let it warm up, and we'll go from there. I do want to double check those transmission lines because that's been a headache of mine from the get-go with this car. So we'll go ahead and find a good spot for this 4-ton Craftsman professional hydraulic floor jack that I actually found at a estate sale a few years ago. The front cross member on this car is probably one of the best spots to jack from. It's in the middle of the car, it's even with everything. Once you go up slow with it. I'll go ahead and pull these jack stands out, which are also Craftsman 3-ton jack stands. I picked these up many moons ago from a Home Depot that was going out of business. 50% off on those bad boys. I'll leave a description below on all the tools that I use. These are the Craftsman 3-ton, 6,000 pound capacity high lift jack stands. Go ahead and lower the car very slowly. Heck yeah, man, I'm excited. Now there's a few things I do not skimp on. That's motor oil and transmission fluid. Automatic transmission fluid for this older vehicle is very important. This time around I went with Valvoline full synthetic MaxLife multi-vehicle. Should I be using full synthetic in this older vehicle? I don't really know. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. So let's go ahead and start her up. Check that transmission fluid level. fuel pump, electric fan. Starts up every time. Every time, my friends. Now, I highly doubt there's even any transmission fluid left in the transmission. We'll go ahead and check it. Yeah, it looks like it's a few quarts low. Always use a pretty clean funnel when it comes to transmission fluid and motor oil. I'll go ahead and start with 1 quart for right now. Reinstall the dipstick. Let it set for a little bit. Yeah, that is way low. We'll add a few more quarts to it. As you can see on the side of the bottle here, so that's about 1 more quart. We put 2 quarts in it so far. I'll do another half quart and then recheck it. Let it sit for a little bit. We're still about 1 quart low. That's a lot better. As you can see there, we're pretty full. Sounds like I need to tighten the belts on the front, the accessories. At this point, the only thing we have to do is pull it out of the garage. Oh yeah, she went into drive real good. Yeah, we need to adjust that idle a little bit. Give me 1 minute. Screwdriver, screwdriver, where are you? With all these tools, I can't even find. There we go. Flathead screwdriver. Still off a little bit, but that's not bad. Sounds pretty good to me. Heck yeah, man. One thing I need to check is the wiring to the taillights came undone last time I drove this car because I put so much stuff in it that the wiring connectors came undone. Did they work? I'm going to look back on the footage. That's one way to do it, huh? Heck yeah, man. Right on. We have taillights again. Pretty simple wiring. I just jumped from one taillight to the next. let's take this thing for a test drive. Gotta love the one-wheel burnout, huh? That's embarrassing. Oh, by the way, do you like my door handle there? Shout out to Vice Grip Garage. Heck yeah, man. Whatever works. Now, the original door handle is actually stripped. I'm going to have to get a new one. But for now, Vice Grips work. Ronnie's Mustang is back on the road. It's running pretty good. About a mile from our house right now. We got a little smokage going on the header. You know, transmission fluid kind of gets everywhere when you're rushing to fill up the transmission. But yeah, she's back on the road, man. I love it. on the road after a year sitting, broke down yet again in the garage with a broken flex plate. Will we make it to this year's 50th Unique Tin Car Show here in Longview, Washington at the Cowles County Fairgrounds? You know it. Heck yeah, man. And by the way, if you're ever wondering what that squirrel butt looking thing is, clipped to the side of my hat, it is DJI's microphone and receiver. Now this little microphone actually has a range over 800 feet and a recording life of up to 14 hours. You can pick up this DJI microphone and receiver on Amazon for a whopping $159 plus tax. I'll leave a link in the description below. Ronnie's Mustang build. You know it. Heck yeah, man. Made it home in one piece. That's always a good thing with Ronnie's Mustang here. And wouldn't you know it, there's actually 2 burnout marks. Yeah, she wanted to hook a little bit, but you know, this little Ford 302 stock motor, maybe 200 horsepower. You know, it's not souped up or anything. Twin turbos, maybe, no. Supercharger, maybe, no. No, I like driving it like this, old school, you know, carbureted. It's got a 650 Holley 4-barrel on it. It runs really good though. Heck yeah. We're gonna check a few things over. Fuel line there still looks good. It's not leaking down here where it usually does. Check a few things over before I think I'm gonna head to work on a Friday. Heck yeah.